healing modalities, there are doctors, there are a lot of mental practices and self-healing that we all do. What are Bach flowers and why are they required and what are they really?
Okay. So, bachelor remedy is one of the easiest, automatic, effortless, and one of the most economical healing modalities around. So, it is not a healing modality as such, but then these flowers are healing flowers, wherein just by mere intake of these flowers, you would start feeling much better as far as your mental health is concerned, as far as your emotions are concerned. And of course, as you go on deeper, you get to know that everything what arises in our life comes through our mind, right? So many people feel that there was a very famous singer and a dancer, and he died a very miserable death. And before he died, he had actually 12 doctors to see him day in day out. He had the bed to actually regulate the oxygen levels. So he had everything at his doorstep. He had the best of medication, the best of doctors, best of care. But despite that, he couldn't come out of his woes. And then he passed away. He had all the money in the world. So if you go deeper, people feel that we live, if there is money, we will be happy. If there is good health, I'll be happy. But then actually, we actually live, not outside. We live in our mind 24 by 7. We feel we live in our houses or villas or bungalows, which we are built in, but then we live in our mind 24 by 7. The Westerners believe, the Indian believe that karma is mansa karavacha, but the Westerners believe that the mind itself is karma. Whatever thoughts you get or whatever thoughts you attract are basically your karma itself. So batch flowers are the healing modalities which work on the mental level, the emotional level, from where where the mind functions, it actually takes you there itself. So these are actually extreme dilutions of flowers, which were actually developed or even discovered by Dr. Edward Bach. This was way back in the 1930s. So coming back to Dr. Edward Bach, he was a microbiologist, he was a pathologist, he was a homeopath, he was a physician. So in his medical practice, he actually used to give people medicines and whatever cures he had at that time. What he used to find that people used to go back, and then after 2 to 3 months or maybe 4 months, they used to come back to him, either with the same particular illness back or a similar illness back. So it is at this time that he began to think as to what is it that beyond what I know, which I need to know to treat the actual cause of the illness. I'm just trying to heal the illness, but then what I need to heal is the cause of the illness. And in this quest, he was actually guided to move towards the forest. And when he went to the forest, he discovered these over a span of 10 to 12 years, he discovered these beautiful 38 flowers. So these are, you can say in a way, wildflowers, which are some he found just flowing down through the streams, some he found on the wild trees and things like that. So he was a visionary healer who actually recognized the soul spiritual dimensions, and then he tried all the essences of these flowers, and he took it on himself, and then he came and brought about these 38 flowers, which of course went on to be called as the batch flowers. So these are basically distillation of various flowers which are designed and blended together to heal the negative emotional states primarily, and then restore the balance. Now, since the body and for that matter, our whole life, mm, uh, be it any aspect of our life like health, money, relationships, is a direct reflection of the mind. We all know that, right? So batch flowers can play a very important role in our overall well-being, not just a mental, emotional thing, but then at an overall level, batch flowers can really help us. So these are essences of these flowers, which Dr. Bach found out, and then he brought about to mankind.
Absolutely, Vijay. And you're doing such a great job of taking it forward. I would like to take a minute and tell everybody that Vijay has lot of research. He's literally put together what all things bachelors work on, and he's going to share all of that with us today. And he's also going to give us examples about how this actually connects. It will make all sense to us on this call today. So Vijay, coming back to your explanation, what are the advantages of Bach flower remedies? How are they different from any other treatment?
So there are many more than a handful. Like number one, these are very cost effective. Very, very cost effective. You can just become a batch flower therapist by just enrolling, going in for a course from anywhere. So that is around 10,000 rupees, Indian rupees, and then buying a kit for less than 5,000 rupees. So that's all your investment is, which would last for a good 6 months to a year. So it is very cost effective to learn and then to start practicing and then to start earning from that as well. Secondly, it is very easy. Even a small child, even somebody who's in the 9th standard, 10th standard, or 15-year-old child, he can understand and start practicing bachelor's. More so, there is no medical practitioner certificate which is required, right? So these are flower essences, and then you don't require a doctor's degree or certification from any kind of authority as such to start practicing bachelor's, any medical authority of the land. It complements all the other healing modalities. So you cannot say that if you're taking bachelor's, you need not take this, or if you're taking this, you need not take bachelor. That is one more huge advantage. Now, it is you don't have to give time. Like if you see in the other healing modalities, of course, I'm not comparing, but then just as an analysis part of it, you have to do whatever healing modality you do. We also do so many healing modalities, so you have to devote time, energy to that. Here, you just have to make the combinations, give it, and automatically, as the person starts taking it, he automatically starts healing himself. So that way, you save a lot of time over there. And of course, this is 100% natural thing wherein there are absolutely no side effects. You can even gulp down a whole bottle of batch flower in one go, and then there are no side effects at all. And so on the face of it is a very, very easy treatment. It is absolutely non-addictive. It can be given to anybody and everybody, even from small babies who are born to pregnant women, to senior citizens, to everybody, to teenagers, to adults and all. And this complements and supports all the therapies like homeopathy, Ayurveda, herbal therapy. And it is a very good add-on, especially for healers, because whatever healing you're doing, you would always feel that batch flowers would fit in some part wherein you can help the other person more than what you are doing right now. So there are many, many advantages. Like I can keep going on and on, but on the face of it, these are at least 8 to 10 advantages which are coming to my immediate mind.
Absolutely. And I know for sure that as we go along the call today, many more advantages are going to come out. And Vijay, you're right. I have actually heard not once, but more than twice or thrice that ladies have given batch flower remedies to their newborns. It's that safe, it is that reliable that you can actually give it to babies as well. So this is really fascinating.
And
So
not just babies, and you can even give it to animals if you have a pet animal or a bird or even the plants. So it's actually a divine gift for the whole of mankind, for the whole for the planet as well.
absolutely, Vijay, absolutely. And you have some flowers planned for us. You're going to show them to us and take us through their benefits. I must tell you, everyone, wait for them. They are just beautiful and
Yes.
really, they are nothing short of a divine gift, Vijay. So when you say that this is a treatment, so what are they, Vijay? Are they pills or are they powder? Is there any one way of taking them like a medicine, or can they be used in multiple ways?
Yeah, so when I do a workshop, when I teach, see, generally the traditional ways are you get those essences which are called remedies as such. You get it at any homeopathic store or you get it online, and through that you put it in pills. So either you take it in liquid form, or you can take it in pills. You can mix it with water and you can take it, or you can take it in pills, the sugar pills, commonly known as the homeopathic pills. You can make those essences and take it. So these are a couple of ways. These are the traditional ways, but then there are 10 different ways in which you can actually take batch flowers, or get the energy of batch flowers. In fact, one of the ways is just by chanting the name of batch flowers, you can get into the energy of that particular flower. And that is why Batch flowers are very, very commonly used in switch words. So in many switch words, you see gentian, agrimony, many switch words. So I don't do switch words, so I'm not much aware of things, but then I have seen on and off at so many places, so many healers, they use batch flowers as switch words. So this can be used as switch words also, because just by chanting the name of the flowers, you start getting into the aura of these flowers. So when we get into the workshop, I have actually devised 10 different ways. Of course, these two, three included, wherein in 10 different ways, wherein you can use batch flowers and get the benefit of these divine flowers.
Absolutely, Vijay. And how much time does it take for the effect to start showing once you start taking it?
Uh, it can, I have seen effects from right starting from one dosage itself, and then going on. Some take a couple of days, 2 days, 3 days to like start responding to the flower thing, because ultimately when it gets mixed with the blood inside, then things start happening. So I have seen it all depends on how deep that particular mental emotional issue is. So it can be right. I have seen actually cases from the very first dosage as well, but then of course this is not a norm with everybody. It differs, but in 2 to 3 days time, if a proper batch flower is selected or a proper combination selected, you will definitely, and if you're sensitive to energy, you will definitely feel that there is a difference.
Absolutely. And Vijay, here we are not talking about a minor cold or cough. Here we are talking about actual deep issues that are residing in our core. So this brings me to the next question, Vijay. This sounds great. This sounds very promising, and we know that this works. So, what all do batch flower remedies actually work on?
Oh, I can go on and on and on. As far as the mental emotional states are concerned, fear, anxiety, depression, loneliness, trauma, some kind of tragedy, sadness, guilt, regret, fear, scarcity, separation, worry, guilt, regret, uncertainty, indecision, so many things. I can keep going on and on and on. So it works on all the emotional states. Anything you're going through, see, anything what happens first happens at the mental emotional body. Like anything which is going to manifest is going to happen at the mental emotional body first. So when you start feeling these emotions, when you start uh, seeing that these emotions are coming up and then they are regular, then it is an indication from the universe or from your aura that something not so good is going to manifest. Because if there is a fear which is there in your aura, and if your mind is feeling fearful regularly, then definitely there is something which is probably going to happen, because aura, it's already come into the auric level, and from there it is going to get into the physical level. So so batch flowers work on all these mental emotional states. So any illness, even before it reaches the physical level, and if you're able to treat it at the mental emotional level, you can even avert quite a few illnesses from happening. Having said that, it goes even beyond the mental emotional state, because these mental emotional states, we all know that more than 90% of the illnesses are psychosomatic. And today, science is also starting to believe about the psychosomatic nature of things, nature of the mind. So, most of these are psychosomatic. So quite a lot of these illnesses can, if not fully cured, they can at least be controlled to a certain level with batch flowers. Now, coming to your relationships, there is a combination for harmony. So if there are relationship issues in the house with somebody, then you start taking the harmony pills, and then you will see the effects which will start manifesting itself. Coming to money, now so many things. Now, for example, I'll give you a very simple example. If there is anybody who is having lower back pain. Now, lower back pain means money worries. Now, if there are money worries and if there is lower back pain, so it has come now to the body level, it is going to manifest in the actual world. So definitely when there are money worries, definitely money is going to go out in some form or the other, right? Because uh, worry means fear in a way, and fear will always repel whatever is going to come to you. So it is here that when you have money worries, then there are bachelors which can help you relieve you of that worry, right? So when the worry is healed or cured or whatever, So at that time, you are at least healing the charge of the monetary issue, which is going to happen to you, right? So you're reducing the charge in a certain way, if not fully, at least at a partial level, maybe at a huge level also. So we don't know at what level, but then of course, that is a way that batch flowers can help in each and every aspect of our life. So once you master batch flowers, it's so very easy. And then you start to see, you get to know, okay, this is a problem. Now, this is what I need to do, because this, if this has happened now at the auric level, it is definitely going to come to the physical plane, and is going to happen, manifest. And it is there that you can actually stop or avert that illness or that particular issue from magnifying to a large extent.
Absolutely, Vijay. You made a very important point, and I just noticed that we say we talk about healing health issues, about healing things which are showing up in our body, but this goes like one step above. This goes like you heal this before it even starts beginning or showing up in your body. So this is like actually preventing, as you said, something which manifests in your physical reality.